Okay, back to it. Grab this Growlithe real quick. I like the sword. That sword's awesome. That sword's next. Yeah, I can't read that. I can't visualize what it was trying to be. Oh, okay. Never would have gotten that. Yep, never would have gotten it. Okay, second Growlithe. Very friendly and faithful to people. It will try to repel enemies by barking and biting. What's up with you, man? Could you be what I'm here to clean up? No. Explicitly no. Us. Hi, Jack. That acid spray not gonna work. Why is this tag no mic? Oh, because I was previously doing it with no mic. Updated. And started this today, or I started this on Friday. Like, I'm a lot of hours in. Yeah, I'm probably, God, close to 30 hours in now. Right, the floor with me. That I did. How many hours in am I? Let's find out. Okay, maybe not that much. I'm 22 hours in. Thought I was further. I mean, I'm not gonna say that you've missed a ton of stuff, though. I've been spending a lot of my time just doing this, just running around catching shit, involving shit. was just flat a Breloom right there. I just want to go get that. Skip evolving one of my own. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, no, I picked this up, I picked this up mid-afternoon Friday. US time. And everything I've done is currently in the whatchamacallit. In the VODs. So if you want to watch me spend many hours exploring and, you know, and catching a fuck ton of shit, then by all means, it's all in the VODs. That being said, I haven't done a terrible amount of the actual, you know, storyline and stuff like that. There are something like 18-ish objectives in the game. I've done, I think 4 of them now. Oh, come on. My goal has been primarily to fill out the Pokédex, which we're doing pretty well at. God, this effect spore is such cancer. I don't know if I'd say Breath of the Wild of Pokemon. I don't know if I'd go that far. That's, no. That's saying an awful lot of stuff about this game that isn't there. But it is a remarkably good game. There are a lot of problems with it that need to be addressed. But thankfully, none of the issues that I think need to be addressed, none of them are game-breaking. They're just annoying. I know I've done that. There's a lot of freedom in the game, but like Breath of the Wild, there's a lot more that Breath of the Wild did that this game has not done. You know, the decor's fine. The first issue is just the sheer framiness. You know, there are, you know, if you look at the Pokemon in the background, you can see the frames in their animation, which is a little bit ridiculous. Yeah, I really have the opinion that should not be the case, on a game like this. You see it a lot with certain NPCs. There's also sometimes the game just chugs for no reason. It'll just happen. Seeds on its tail are made of toxic spores. It knocks out foes quick, virtually punches. So, you know, it's just, it's stuff like that that's the problem. And I just find it, you know, just a little bit sad that some of those things are issues that I really think should not be issues for any reason. Some of that stuff should not be the case. I mean, it's just, so it's not, a lot of the, this is not the Breath of the Wild of Pokemon games. It really isn't. Arceus was the Breath of the Wild of Pokemon games. You know, this game does not quite have that level of freedom, that level of unrestriction. You know, there is, hello. There are an awful lot of restrictions this game still imposes on you. So it doesn't quite have that same level of, I can just do whatever, you know? You can't just do whatever, you can't just go wherever. There's a lot of places you can go and can do, but they do gate stuff. You know, you can't go on water until you know, you've done a certain thing. You can't. I still can't. You know, this far in, there are still vertical areas I can't climb to. You know. You really can't. Like verticality, unless you're going from top down, you cannot do verticality at all. You just can't do it. You can only climb this small amount with jumps. I guess there's another ability that I haven't gotten yet that will allow me to go further. But you can't vertically climb. You can't, you know, when you go to certain areas, enemies are simply gonna be too high level for you. Yes, it is possible to, you know, to potentially get past them, and I have done that. I've taken out level 50s with level 25s. I've caught level 50s while I had level 30s. That is a doable thing, but it's not the same level of freedom. It really isn't. I know it looks like it is on the surface, and it is significantly more freedom than we've had in just about any Pokemon game before, but it is not, you know, not Breath of the Wild level. Ursaring is the Hibernator Pokemon. It is quite skilled at climbing trees. If it can cross a Primeape while searching for berries in the treetops, trouble will surely ensue. Right, but that's something different. You know, you're talking, if you're saying you can Skyrim climb, you're talking about glitches and exploits, and bugs. You know, you're not talking about this is how the game was intended. You're talking about I can you know, seam walk to get someplace. And that is a very different thing than Breath of the Wild, which is you can go. You know, stamina being a thing, naturally. There's, you know, some stuff that you have to mess around with to deal with stamina. But Breath of the Wild, you can go anywhere. This game, I can't just go straight to the end of the game from the start. I gotta follow its progression. I can't just go anywhere. Glitches don't count. That is something different. There are plenty of games that we can abuse glitches to go places where that we can use to go anywhere from you know, the first minute, but that's not the same thing. That being said, I do feel in a lot of ways that this game is a very significant step up from prior Pokemon games in a lot of ways. The writing feels significantly better, especially in a lot of the side storylines I've seen so far. Extremely good characterization. You know, to some extent, you know, the game fails at this in some places. but to a good extent, the graphics are significantly better. Pokemon look better. There are exceptions. I've seen a couple that I've complained about. The Pokemon designs of the newer Pokemon are more, just more interesting designs, as a general rule. They have a lot more personality. Voltorb is the ball Pokemon. It's usually found in power plants. Easily mistaken for a Pokeball, it has zapped many people. In the environments, again, general rule here. Not, you know, not all of them. But as a general rule, the environments have been more interesting than a standard Pokemon game. We're seeing a lot less repeated stuff and a lot more kind of more unique environments to explore. Cities feel significantly less copy-pasted than they have in the past. Like, I have a lot of positive things to say about this game. I also have a lot of criticisms that come more from, like, the game possibly needed more time in the oven. A little bit more QA. There's a patch that needs to happen in the next, you know, week or so to deal with some just graphical processing and similar issues that should not be in a game that was pushed public. That's okay. Already finding mints. And I'll freely admit that some of the complaints I have about it are a little bit nitpicky. But what I will also say is that I'm nitpicking because this game just has the capacity to be so damn good. Like, it's a real shame that a game of this quality that's doing this much wonderful stuff just has some of these minor issues. Hey, Primate. You and me, buddy. Oh, whoops. I did not actually intend to knock it out there. I pressed the wrong button. Have I already satisfied you? No, not yet. Yeah, positive stuff. Like, I would not have spent, you know, however many hours I'm at now. I would not have spent 22 hours on this game in the past 3 days if I did not find the game to be fantastic. It is definitely good. I definitely recommend it. You know, as always, you can assume there's gonna be stuff that some people are not gonna like, because that's just people playing a game that is a you know, franchise that they are very big fans of. But the game's good. There's been a lot of great stuff. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. See if this is a real Eevee. Looks like a real Eevee. Yeah, this game is the Pokemon game I have dreamed about and wished for 20 years. Thus far. Like, no joke. You know, this is definitely the open world Pokemon that I've been wanting for a long time. You know, no more random battles, no more, you know, having no idea what you're getting. For someone like me who does, you know, collecting and does, and Vigoroth to the front. But for someone like me who does a lot of collecting and does a lot of, you know, oh. Okay. That's just a thing they do. Who does, you know, I do my, my living decks and stuff like that. Being able to just kind of target and say, I'm going after this poke feels really good. Being able to know this is what's in the area, you know, being able to have the exact amount and type of encounters I want. Like, this is great. They took the concept of the, of course you They took the concept of the wild area and they made it better. I am a little bit saddened that some of the stuff that was in Arceus did not make it into this game. Now, I would love to be able to just, you know, there's a bunch of Pokemon that I see that are sleeping at times, and I would love to be able to just throw a Pokeball because they're sleeping. Like that should be easy to catch. But nope, I have to still engage them in combat and all that fun stuff. There's, you know, there's stuff like that. Oh, you know that? That's something I need to check. Hold on. Yeah, I think the some of the combat, like, there's some combat sections that are very slow, to an annoying degree. Like, I had a situation that came up, like earlier today, where, you know, there were multiple, there was a multi-hit that was taking forever. You know, it was a multi-hit first and foremost. It was also a multi-hit that was not very effective. And they got burned in the middle of it because I had Flame Body. Like, it was all these things. So their turn ended up taking just 4 goddamn ever. And it just felt bad. Like, it felt very not fun. Just I was waiting so long for my phone to do stuff. And, you know, one thing that the game does not do, that Pokemon games have been doing for forever, I can't turn off animations. So even if I wanted to turn off animations to speed things up, I can't turn off animations. There was also that. Look how long it took for Staravia to come out. That's a long load. Like, when you consider you're swapping out for battles and stuff, that was a long load time just to swap Staravia in. And yeah, I'm sure we'll get a patch, you know, at some point in the near future that will help with some of this stuff. You know, we'll see some of these things. But there definitely is, you know, there's definitely to some extent me going, wait a second, why was this not something that was taken care of in the quality assurance phase and in the testing phase? Now, why did we reach consumer and these are things going on? Well, that's not good. Yeah. Yep, that happens. During one portion of the game, I actually hit a soft block. I didn't hit a soft block, I hit a hard block. The game became literally unplayable. You know, and I'm not saying, like, you know, unplayable, saying, oh man, this game sucks. I mean, I literally could not do anything. Like, I pressed buttons, everything. You know, I was locked in an animation that had not actually started yet. This is good. Okay, Skeleturge. I was locked in, waiting for a cutscene to load that never loaded, so it was literally a hard lock. And that should not be a thing in a released video game. Especially not a released video game of the pedigree of Nintendo. Like, I mean, I can see soft blocks and hard blocks if you're doing something weird or you're trying to get out of bounds, shit like that. I was literally playing the game normally. You know? Like, I cannot reiterate that enough, is that I was playing the game the way the game was intended to be played. I just kind of walked towards the cutscene, and when I hit the cutscene trigger, the game decided that we're not loading that. Really weird thing to come across. Okay. That was just kind of really weird to come across a Persian being surrounded by Pommies. You know, discerning eye. Have a look at the cutest Pokemon there is. Ander the Waiter. Can you not wink at me like that? That's a little bit unnerving. Bergmite. This sucks. Oh no. Oh no. No, we're not doing that. No, no, no. Skeleturge, come kill this thing. We're not doing that. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing a War of Attrition with an asshole thing that's just gonna up its defense and then heal itself. It's gonna make it go away, and we're gonna move on. There's also stuff like this. The way the camera is doing it like this, I can't actually see my own damn Pokemon. Like, come on. How utterly adorable Bergmite looks when defeated. Hey, so. A glowing Breloom? I don't care.